Rain on days like these in Northeast Ohio certainly keeps lawns green. But the lawn isn't the only green element we're here to see at this home in Chagrin Falls. Indeed, the home's green elements include a natural wine cellar, and its other elements include an indoor grill and the Oval Office of Azim Nakooda, Managing Principal of Cedarbrook Financial Partners, who's invited us here to see the home he shares with his wife and 3 children.
Every room in this house we use every day. There isn't a room that's just for show or, that is untouched. And, I remember growing up and we were never allowed in the living room, for like years. And so that doesn't work for us. Sometimes we looked at other homes where they'd put a lot of thought into some more ornate rooms, formal dining, and it's just not how, 3 little kids gather in the morning. They sit right there and watch cartoons, and they want to be close to us. And so that was really the thought behind this kitchen, was make it open, make it a place that everyone can gather.
Uniquely, the Nakooda's kitchen is part kitchen, part hearth. And even more unique is this next gathering place, which the family actually had built before they changed their minds and implemented Plan B.
It's great to have an inside grill because you can grill all year, but it was originally part of a deck. And then what we discovered in the first year that we lived here is we're not really deck people. It was too hot during the day, there's too many bugs at night. So we wanted to screen this in. And then ultimately our builder came up with a really cool idea, simple but cool, of just putting a chimney over the grill. So there's a little bit of an exhaust feature up there. And essentially we're now inside a screened in porch, but it kind of feels like you're cooking out.
Keeping with that functionality, the Nakooda's home was built with rounded corners so paint won't chip, and a pantry you might not find if someone didn't point it out to you. On the other side of the wall is what the Nakoodas call Mom's Command Center, a room built close to where the children often spend their time as a separate space for school schedules, art supplies, and more. So that's Mom's office. Here's Dad's.
We just walked up kind of a half flight of stairs to get here. So, the spirit of this was, you want your office, I want to be able to do some work from home and, focus on some things that need to get done, but we didn't want to be so far removed from the family and what have you. So quite literally, it was sort of this middle ground. Let's just kind of put it off here. And then architecturally on the outside, it's oval, so it kind of looks like kind of turret castle feature from the outside, which we liked just aesthetically.
Up a half floor and down the hall is another neat room. This one, a place of unicorns, polka dots, and a loft not every little girl has.
Probably the most unique feature here is she has this reading loft where, every night it's carpeted up there, there's stuffed animals, and every night we go up there and read. And so it gets her to love reading, it gets her to love spending some time at the end of the day with me or with Karen. So we really enjoyed it.
And finally, the green elements we came to see. Inspired by their builder's vision for a sustainable, energy-efficient house, the Nakoodas gave the green light for all kinds of innovation, including this spot, which reflects their budding passion for wine.
One of the issues with the wine cellar, I'm told, is just the cooling and the temperature. It can get, fairly inefficient. So there's this idea of a natural cellar. And in essence, it's pretty simple. What they do is they dig the wine cellar to a certain depth, and they don't insulate it. And the combination of that is it sort of stays at a level, call it 55, 60 degrees.
Other green elements of the home include geothermal water heating and the home's insulation, which we actually could see thanks to an unfinished room in the basement. Wait until you hear how this technology has impacted the family's pocketbook.
What you'll notice is almost like a jigsaw puzzle type of insulation in here. It's very different than your normal drywall. And so what this does at the end of the day, these jigsaw pieces where they fit in, it keeps air inside. So the results are pretty amazing. First 3 years, the combined heating and cooling costs for the entire house were less than $300 a month. It's really, pretty compelling over a long period of time that there are ways to live comfortably, live normally with busy family and all the things you need, but not have stratospheric energy costs.
Speaking of money, as we do with every homeowner we visit, we ask the Nakoodas whether they have a favorite charity. Anything supporting the eradication of cancer, Mr. Nakooda told us, is something they support.
Unfortunately, like many families, we've both had experiences with cancer and loss in both of our families. So when we've thought about our charitable efforts, we've really focused it on that arena. There's obviously a ton of great work being done in Cleveland to that. So whether it's university hospitals or the clinic or support places like the Gathering Place, that's really where we've thought about our efforts, because it means something to both of our families.
With that, we thank the Nakoodas for inviting us to tour their home, where function is king, comfort called for a grill indoors, and a focus on the earth around us is unquestionably clear.